Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chest. I'm here today to give you a cryptocurrency show. We're going to be going through Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame, the mid-term time frame, the long-term time frame, and of course we're going to be going into some on-chain stuff as well, some liquidation heat maps, some crypto bubbles, and then after that we're going to be getting deep down and dirty into the altcoins section of the show, where we're going to be basically going through some altcoins and picking apart some charts together. Okay, so just jump into the chat. We've got Mr. Miles coming through saying, "Hello, governor." Nice to see you on the stream there, bro. Hope you're having a good day. But without further ado, guys, yes, slightly later stream today. I'm trying to save my throat a little bit, but I think the new schedule is going to be 2 hours from now, so midday over in Bangkok. So 12 p.m. UTC plus 7. If you guys did want to put that in your schedule, absolutely fine for you to do that. And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. I mean, just quickly, this is sponsored by BingX, this stream. Partnered up with BingX here, guys. Amazing exchange. If you want a BingX tutorial video, jump over to my video section on my channel, and you can see a nice breakdown of BingX. You can actually connect BingX to your trading view and trade directly off trading view with BingX. Pretty cool stuff. And they also do commodities, stocks, and really, really good copy trading and grid trading as well. So yeah, enough about them. Let's get deep down and dirty into the charts here for Bitcoin. Just going to turn the drum and bass in my ears down slightly. We see the Moon Philip saying, "Hello, Chester. How are you doing, good sir?" Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Hope you're having a good day, man. Yeah, just signed on here, just looking at the charts, sort of the first time. This one I had a little brief earlier, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, let's discuss where we think Bitcoin's going to be going, and what sort of predictions we can be looking out for the day and the week and the macro, really, basically. So let's start off with where we were yesterday, guys. Yesterday we were talking about this micro trend and the lower high from this micro trend that we actually needed to break to have that confirmation of the bullish momentum to continue to the upside, right? And we were roughly around this sort of area on yesterday's stream, I do believe. Yeah, roughly around this sort of area. And we're basically discussing the idea of resistance coming through from this ascending triangle and the potential of a measure move coming through like so, which is obviously very bullish. It is an ascending triangle chart pattern, guys. Ascending triangle chart patterns tend to usually break to the upside. So we did actually see that smash through really aggressively. But the point that I was just wanting to cover here is this lower high that we were talking about, guys. If we invalidate this lower high here, essentially that means the confirmation for the reversal of the trend is perfect. Okay, it's basically confirmed here. We saw that candle body close above this disgusting big bearish box zone. So yeah, we can now get rid of that. Actually, I'm going to keep that for now because there will be levels in there. But you can see we have pretty much exploded from that zone. The point that I wanted to be talking about now, guys, is from all-time high to Bitcoin down to this swing low that we did see down at around $60,000. You can see the Fibonacci retracements for that is what we're currently sat on, what we're currently testing here, okay? And that is the 0.764 Fibonacci retracement. Now, we have had candle body closes above it. We have had candle body closes below it. But you can see here that we are sort of flirting, okay? We're flirting with the idea of having another move to the upside here. Because if we were going to crash down after such a significant pump here and have quite a big retracement, I think we probably would have already done that, okay? I probably think we would have already done that. And right now, the lowest point that I can see Bitcoin going, now we have confirmed the uptrend is going to continue. I would expect Bitcoin, if we are going to come down, guys, and remember, we play out both scenarios to the upside and to the downside, so we can essentially be prepared for any sort of move here for Bitcoin. And yeah, we can basically trade it either way, both ways, or even sideways, okay? So what we're sort of looking for here is if we do come down to this area, the support that I'm looking for here is 68.9, because you can see this area was a massive, massive level of resistance before. And you can see we actually have found pretty beefy support on this bad boy before. And again, coming down to this area, you can see this wick where we did come down to 68.6 here. You can see that was a very, very aggressive move to the upside after such a sort of a scary dump, right? A very, very big dump for Bitcoin. I think all-time highs for Bitcoin there, and then dumping right back down, okay? So what we're sort of looking for here, if we do dump to the downside here, I would expect Bitcoin to bounce quite aggressively here on either 68.9 or 69.3. You can see this buying pressure is very, very, very strong. We haven't really seen that much sell pressure all the way back since 4 a.m. on Sunday, okay? So it's just been very, very, very bullish here. You can see all the buying pressure, all the selling pressure that we have had has pretty much just been eaten up right away, okay? It's been eaten up right away by pretty big pumps, okay? So this is basically showing us that the bullish sentiment is still there. What I would sort of expect now for Bitcoin in terms of a target to the upside, because right now I am bullish, it is going to be 72.2, that sort of area. I would expect to test a 72,000 at least over the next few days or so. And one thing to reference here as well, guys, is you can see these volume weighted ATR bands, they are in a progressive stance to the upside. The 5 minute, not so much, okay? The 5 minute, not so much, but that just basically means if we do get to this area, we're likely to see a bit of short-term resistance, okay? And if that is going to happen, very likely to happen, it will be probably sat at the most recent high in this micro uptrend that we have seen for Bitcoin. That is priced at 71,177, okay? Is the background music on? Background music is on. Amazing stuff. So yeah, that's sort of the little bit of the micro resistance I would be expecting here. If that is going to happen, if that is going to form, absolutely fine, guys. What we're going to be looking for again is going to be basically an ascending triangle chart pattern. That ascending triangle chart pattern will probably print a measure move which lines up, I mean, pretty perfectly with the completion of the bigger measure move here for this giant ascending triangle, okay? So yeah, looking pretty good for a move to the upside. I would expect 72,000 to get tapped here, but there is a lot more information that we need to be considering here. If we close above 72.2, then yeah, it's a very, very bullish sign here for Bitcoin. As you can see on these areas before, massive levels of support coming through. Really quite nice. So maybe nice decent candle body closes above 72.2. We might even see 73.1 and maybe even all-time highs coming through. Now let's just zoom out a bit here on the chart, and let's let's break this down, okay? Because right now, I mean, Bitcoin is seeing a nice move to the upside right now. Pretty good, pretty cool. 70,600 now. So yeah, what I would expect here for Bitcoin just in general, guys, now coming into the sort of the monthly period for the halving. And the halving is due on the 19th of April. Maybe we might get it on 420. That'd be quite something. All-time highs previously 69k, halving at 420. Well, you know, it would be quite iconic if it did do that. But sort of what I would expect here, if we're looking at data from previous halvings, guys, we know essentially it does dump down, or we do see some sort of sideways action coming through. So what I would expect here is potentially, okay, all-time highs to get tapped. Absolutely fine if that does happen. It is going to be a very bullish sign to come through. But I would expect just sort of a ranging trappy period for the month, for the incoming month, and then into the halving, depending on how aggressive the sell the news scenario will be here. That's going to be around this sort of area. It really all depends, guys. If we see us absolutely rally up, then the crash at the halving is going to be pretty big. Okay, it is going to be pretty big. But in my opinion, the crash at the halving is just going to be a big buying up zone. Okay, I'm just going to be buying up the hell out of Bitcoin if we do dump down to these sort of $60,000 levels again. Especially the closer that we get to the halving, because well, not sort of the closer we get to the halving, but more after the halving, I'm definitely going to be buying these levels because we know that basically activates the bull run that has in every single other halving. So yeah, we can expect some serious gains to the upside from that point. We're seeing Bitcoin near enough at 70,700 now. Pretty good stuff there for Bitcoin. But yeah, I just wanted to reiterate my opinion on what I think is going to be happening on sort of the macro for the time being, guys. I think we're going to be basically inside of a giant range. Okay, I think we're going to be ranging in this area for a considerable amount of time until we have that exact confirmation that that it's, yeah, my mic is on. I was looking at the wrong thing and I was like, is my mic muted? That's just been terrible. But yeah, so what I would expect here for the micro is a move to the upside, 72,000 to get tapped, and then sort of a resistance coming through from 73,700 around the all-time high there for BTC. Let's look at some indicators here, guys, and let's see what we're working with here. If we are looking at the RSI with divergences plotted in here on the hourly, you can see we do have a hidden bullish divergence coming through quite recently. Okay, quite recently this actually happened for Bitcoin, and that is essentially meaning that we're going to have continuation to the upside, which you can see we're actually having that right now, near enough climbing to 70,800, looking pretty good there for Bitcoin. And moving across to the midterm time frame here for Bitcoin, I'm going to be jumping through to the 4-hour, and let's sort of discuss what we were sort of contemplating yesterday. Okay, and that was this giant move to the upside, like so. Measure move completed. Pretty good stuff there. Really nice. Let's look at some indicators here for for this move here, guys, because you can see it's we've seen it completed and it's looking really, really, really good. Okay, so the levels of resistance that I would be basically looking out for here is going to be 71,600, 72,300, and obviously 72,200 before that. So yeah, these are the real sorts of areas that you need to be cautious of when trading Bitcoin today. And another point to be referencing is going to be the volume weighted ATR band on the 4 hour. You can see that is pretty much at all-time highs for Bitcoin. The fact that they're lining up together is slightly a bearish sign there, because you're likely to find pretty heavy resistance. Yes, it is in a progressive stance, but that tea is extremely hot. But having a volume weighted ATR band at a previous all-time high for pretty much any asset is a bearish sign. No matter on the degree in what slope the volume weighted ATR band is, progressionary or digressionary, either way it's still going to be resistance. Okay, so just be prepared for that. Whether the resistance is going to be absolutely huge, probably not going to be that big. I would expect probably just looking at the 4 hour here, guys, I mean, this isn't all-time highs, it's quite hard to tell here, but in a progressionary stance, you can see the last time that we did actually get resistance from this was probably around a 7% move to the downside. Okay, so I'm not saying we're going to get a 7% move to the downside, probably looking at around a 3.5%, something along the lines of that from all-time highs, and that'll probably bring Bitcoin back down to around 71.2, which hey, it's absolutely fine for it to do that. It's not a problem. Let me know what you guys think Bitcoin is going to be doing in the next couple of days or so. I'm intrigued to see what your guys' opinion is in the chat. I demand you use Pacific Standard Time, or I'll accuse you of time zone insensitivity. God, that's another level of wokeness. Brilliant, man. Yeah, so yeah, that's going to be Bitcoin pretty much summed up here. Sort of what I'm expecting. We do have a lot of bearish divergences on the 4 hour, which aren't great, but they've pretty much all played out, right? They've pretty much all played out. Now we're just kind of waiting to see what is going to happen here. If we're referencing previous all-time highs here, which is obviously 73,700, 800, that sort of area, then we're actually soaring above that right now, okay, in terms of the RSI buying strength from that point. So that will create pretty much a giant bearish divergence if we don't if we don't break the all-time high here, then it will create a bearish divergence for Bitcoin to basically retrace from the previous all-time high, and that will probably look something along the lines of this. I mean, currently we are creating it. Wouldn't say it's completely confirmed yet because we're still in this move, and as you can see, this is currently lower. Okay, this is currently higher on the RSI and it's lower on the chart, and that basically means a bearish divergence is on the cards here, guys, if that is going to happen, and we are going to see that get confirmed once we've seen this move sort of fizzle out a bit. We start trending sideways and we see us breaking higher lows on the micro structure, then that will confirm this bearish divergence here on the midterm time frame, and then it's very likely for us to see a bit of a move to the downside if that is going to play out. Okay, so it's definitely something to keep in your back pocket for later. Now let's have a look at the directional movement index. Where are we going for that? We've had a bullish crossover to the upside with the ADX really low, but the ADX has creeped up quite aggressively here up to around 25. We know the key levels of 20 and 25. So we need to be very cautious of that, because this is basically saying that we're looking for quite a strong uptrend here on the 4 hour time frame, which is another bullish sign. Bitcoin is still pumping right now, looking to claim 71 here, looking pretty good overall for Bitcoin. I do expect 72,000 to get tapped, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but over the next couple of days or so, I would Chester, stop colonizing an Asian time zone. Hey, so we got I always try and say your name, brother, but it's very hard. Abhijit, nice to see you on the stream there, man. And you're a returning viewer. I've seen you quite a few times, so I do appreciate you stopping by. And yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin summed up, guys. I'm going to be doing some altcoin video recordings today, which I'm looking forward to. So we're going to be breaking down some altcoins together, and I'm going to be uploading them just to generate a bit more traffic here to the channel, which should be quite cool to see. If you are an OG supporter, I know you are, Mr. Miles. So yeah, you're hopefully going to see quite a new influx of people, right? Is one of those altcoins going to be Casper? You know what? I will do Casper as one of those altcoins. Why not, man? Let's do it. And I want to like break it down from like a macro. God, this drummer bass is ridiculous. From a like a macro perspective, market structure, and then sort of breaking it right down into the micros, and sort of we try and find like a trade for the next week or so, if we can, right? So yeah, that's what we're gonna do there. I did find this indicator here actually today. I haven't had a chance to really look into it, and as I said, I haven't really had a chance to look into the charts properly. But this indicator basically is a RSI divergence indicator, and you can see it's quite a lot going on here. I know this is the central point for the 50 there for the RSI. I think we've got stochastic in there as well. We've got divergences in there as well. So I'm actually going to do some research into this indicator and how it was built today, because it looks quite fruity in terms of a lot of information in one place. So yeah, I'm basically gonna dissect this and see if we can see if I can present this to you guys on stream, because I think it's a free indicator, and if you guys can extract value from that, then of course we will be doing that. And that's probably gonna come probably late into next week or so. But yeah, Bitcoin looking pretty good here for a $71,000 tap here. Not too shabby. I would say we have just had we are potentially just about to have a bullish crossover on the vortex indicator on the daily as well, guys. Let me just double check that. Blue is positive. Yes, that is the bullish move to the upside. If we do see this vortex crossover, guys, it's a bullish sign. Okay, it's a very, very bullish sign, and that does confirm that we're likely to send pretty much straight back up to 72,000, 72,200, and maybe even all-time highs here. Another thing that I did want to touch on here, guys, is actually the money flow index. It's still not looking too great. Okay, unfortunately, it's actually money is flowing out of Bitcoin is what this is saying right now, which is quite interesting considering the prices are soaring to the upside. But yeah, just be cautious of this, guys, because this is coming down quite aggressively, and we might see a move to the upside quite aggressively here. But it's just right now it is saying bearish. Okay, maybe that means we're going to see some resistance coming through. But who knows right now. But yeah, just thought I'd cover that. Bitcoin dominance, guys, just wanted to also cover this as well. Bitcoin dominance is sort of tinkering along here. We're not really seeing not really seeing altcoins do that much in comparison to moving on their own right now. Like for example, I mean, Solana's done a little bit. We're seeing Solana sort of tinker at around $194 a coin now, up around 3% for the day. But they're all sort of really moving with Bitcoin now, and this is pretty much explained because we're sat in this pretty boring range here for Bitcoin dominance. Now, when we see us break this area on Bitcoin dominance, guys, this essentially means that we're going to see your altcoins really start to move on their own, and that's why I've got an alert set in there. When this Bitcoin dominance does cross this 52% area, we're likely to see a dump here, a pullback on the chart, and this basically gives altcoins the chance to really start to rally up in this bull market. Okay, so when we start to cross these areas, this is essentially where we're looking for those really nice entries on our altcoins, on trending altcoins. So mostly layer 1 blockchains, maybe some GameFi in there as well, to really start taking the reins here for this nice run to commence it. Now, with sort of time frames that we're looking for this, guys, what I probably would expect, and it is sort of, it's lining up pretty perfectly for the Bitcoin dominance here. What exchange does that money chart flow from? I'm not actually sure. I was pretty sure it was like generally just all of Bitcoin, but maybe I'm wrong. But maybe it's extracting it from this chart. I guess it is. So I guess it's Bybit. So yeah, interesting. But yeah, maybe I should I'll try and get an indicator that covers all of them. That'd be better if it is extracting it from Bybit there. But yeah, good point, Mr. Miles. Let's carry on Bitcoin dominance here, guys, because this is what I'm saying in terms of a time frame here for the halving around the 19th of April here. If we do sort of just sort of flirt along this trend line up until the halving, and then we dump down after the halving, this period, guys, is going to be just a gold mine for your altcoins. Okay, it's going to be absolute gold mine. So yeah, just take note of that as and when we do break this this sort of area here. Now, CME gaps, guys, let's have a little look at CME gaps, because over the weekend we did actually see CME gap form from 63,500 up to around 66,500. So this is still not filled, guys. This has not been filled, and you can see previous CME gaps, they do pretty much always get filled, right? This hasn't been filled yet, so this is an inclination that we are going to see a dump down. Now, with that being said, guys, remember what I'm saying here on the macro time frame on what I do expect here for Bitcoin. I do expect I do expect momentum to the upside. Yes, I do. I do expect a nice range to form, something along the lines of this over the next sort of month or so. It's going to be very interesting to see how that does sort of play out here. But yeah, that's sort of what I would expect. So please don't worry if you are in trades here. You're likely to see this get filled within sort of the next sort of week, 2 weeks or so for when we do see a Bitcoin pullback. Or we're just going to absolutely moon and we're going to see we're going to leave the CME gap open, right? That's still a possibility. But what I would expect here is that range and that uncertainty coming into the halving, because a lot of people are sort of like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen now. Maybe it is bearish, maybe it is bullish. Who knows? So yeah, I would expect a bit of a range because sort of sentiment will be dropping down a bit. Okay, moving on to some on-chain stuff, guys. Let's have a look at exchange flow here. Exchange reserve. You can see that is coming to the upside ever so slightly, which is a bearish sign. Unfortunately, it is a bearish sign because this means people are moving their Bitcoin back onto exchanges to be trading. Exchange whale ratio is taking a nice leap to the upside yesterday, which is could be bearish, could be bullish, but essentially what it means is the whales are putting their Bitcoin back on exchanges, okay? And that means they're going to be manipulating the price, so be aware for that. And let's have a little look. Estimated leverage ratio. Your dirty degens are getting into your leverage positions quite aggressively here, and that does bring me on to the liquidation heat map, guys, because you can see we're actually seeing some nice figures here for the liquidation heat map today. And you can see the figure that I'm talking about here is up around 71,466, and that's going to be quite a big liquidation level for us to be hitting there. And also we do have liquidation levels down around 69.3 as well, so it's equal side there. Let's look at the levels. 41.29 million and 38.2 million. So it makes more sense to dump Bitcoin now down to around 69,300. But you can see these figures are very, very, very close here. So it could actually go either way. You can see a lot more people are jumping into their long positions now because you can see all the liquidation levels are stacking up below from the range of 69,000 all the way down to around 66.5. Okay, so yeah, just be aware for that. And obviously, the higher we get, the more short positions will be activated here. So crypto bubbles, what are we looking at today? What coins are performing very well? Just going to have some tea while you guys check that out. It's a bit of peppermint tea today. It's good for the stomach. Yeah, so what are we seeing today? We're seeing near up around 10%, injective 11%, Pepe 11%, FET or feet. No, FET 14%. Yeah, overall looking pretty good for altcoins. We are seeing ICP still continue its run from yesterday. Pretty nice to see. I did expect a bit more of a dump from ICP there, but no, we're seeing a nice move to the upside there. And what else is screaming at us? AVAX only up 3.4%. Nothing too crazy there. Bitcoin Cash is an interesting one, guys, and the reason why this is interesting is because this sort of lags behind Bitcoin. Okay, what I've noticed that is it lags behind Bitcoin. When you see Bitcoin do a nice move, Bitcoin Cash is not like a day behind. It will have the same sort of move to the upside afterwards, right? So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there. Maybe we'll do a video on Bitcoin Cash in a minute to break that down, because we are expecting some bullish momentum coming through from there. And same with Maker as well. I do notice Maker does lag a little bit behind that. Let me just sort Siri out. And yeah, let's jump into some altcoins now, guys. We are also going to be doing some market cipher stuff today as well, because I want to look at some trades there for Fairdesk. Didn't get any market cipher trades yesterday, unfortunately. Didn't really have anything come through. Is what it is. It happens to the best of us. But we will get that done. I am seeing Bitcoin coming up again. Nearly tapping that 71,000 now. I do think we're going to get there, guys. I think we'll get 71,000, maybe most likely 72 when we see a break here. If you're looking for a long for Bitcoin, actually that's really, really good. Seeing that 5 minute sort of coming up into this progressive stance as well. It basically is very likely that we're going to see a big move for Bitcoin, basically bringing us all the way back up to 72,200 is sort of the target that a lot of people are looking at here. I'm going to be conservative and have a TP at around 72k there. Pretty good stuff. Where are we? Let's altcoins. Let's do some altcoins. BTC on that chart. Yep, we can do that. So let's start off with a bit of Casper to a live trade. I can. I mean, I'm not logged into my exchanges right now on these tabs, so I'll probably reveal lot of information and stuff. And I don't like revealing all my balances and all that because it just puts me at a security risk, especially over in Bangkok here. I don't know if my brother told you, but he got drained once. Like someone, I think they hacked into his internet, that hacked into his PC, and they waited for him to like leave the house, and then they literally drained his wallets. So yeah, got to be a sort of conservative there. And I'm not like I'm not a tech wizard in terms of like making my PC really super secure. So obviously you've got all the security plugins and all that stuff, but there's only so much I can do. I can't like fight off hackers myself. So 71,000 there for Bitcoin. Nice to see there. Really good stuff. Use Mexi for CAS. It's the oldest data. Okay, nice stuff. Oh, we've got Anika on the stream there. Nice to see you on the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Yeah, nice to see Bitcoin at 71,000, seeing a nice rally to the upside coming through, and that 5 minute is looking more progressive as we continue here. So let's do on the right chart. Yes, we are. Casper. Let's do Mexi. I'm gonna just delete all the TA from this if there is any, because there's a little bit back there, because I like to do it all. Oh wait, no, we got. Oh yeah, we got the market structure points plotted in there. So yeah, I'm gonna be using that for today's video. Start off on the daily, because I like to frame the videos for people that are just kind of looking and dissecting the coins there, and yeah, that's sort of what. Like to try and make it as easy as possible. So I start off with the market structure, and then basically break down into the levels. Please do weekly too. Okay. What should I get rid of? Probably automatic Fibonacci for now. And yeah, get rid of volume CTR bands. The chart looks bare. Terrible. Okay, right. Okay, good stuff. I'm here today to give you an update on Casper. Casper is looking pretty good right now. We are seeing a very big, very strong uptrend here on the weekly chart. The data that we've got here from Mexi is all the way back from 2022, April 2022. So we're going to be starting off with market structure just in general to see what levels we can sort of expect in terms of support and resistance for this asset right now. So looking at the weekly chart, guys, you can see. I mean, we'll jump to the weekly, but I'm going to look at the market structure here on the daily, because it's a lot easier to understand for you guys. So as you can see, the last few moves that we have seen for Casper, you can see these higher lows have been set. You can see they have been confirmed from breaking the previous high. So you can see here we've got this high low set, this pullback, breaking this high confirms this point here. Okay, and what we're sort of looking for here is the most recent confirmed level that we need to be respecting in terms of support. If we break that level or we lose that level, it's a very strong sign that we're likely to see a reversal in the trend. Okay, so the previous point that we have seen for that is this low down at around 9 cents there. You can see quite a significant pullback. This is the lowest point of that pullback, and then we break this high just around here, this high here, and you can see that confirms that higher low. So we are in this bullish stance, confirmed bullish stance here for this market. Even if we come down to this sort of area here, if we come down to this area around 9 cents, we can still bounce. It's still going to be bullish, guys. So just be prepared. There is potential for us to come down here and still be in a bullish stance. Even if this asset retraces 36%, it's still in that bullish market structure, okay? Jumping to the weekly quickly, because let's look at some MAs on the weekly and look at that key level of support there. I'm actually very bullish on this asset right now after seeing a weekly hammerstick candlestick chart pattern. Use your words. Looking very good, bouncing off the 21 EMA there. What I would like to see throughout this week here, 5 days and 17 hours left, is to claim the 7 SMA. If we can claim the 7 SMA in terms of a nice strong candle body close above that, you can see candle body close above the 7 SMA, we see a nice move, okay? So these areas are very crucial here. Nice move to the upside of around 12% there. Obviously testing it there. Candlestick chart packs, candlestick close above the 7 SMA, obviously it rallies up again. Really strong stuff there after seeing that pullback. Now, what are we seeing in terms of, I mean, same scenario there again, same again there, okay? So what are we looking for now, guys? We've seen this pullback. If we get that candle body close above the 7 SMA, which is going to be a price currently of around 15 cents there, if that is going to happen, we're looking for a move to the upside of around 4.73%. If we can get that weekly candle body close above that, I would expect probably tapping highs here, guys. Tapping highs of around 19 cents is definitely on the cards, because it basically confirms that we're going to have continuation of this trend. And essentially, when we do break this high, what we're going to be looking for here is the confirmation of this higher low, okay? The confirmation of this higher low, and that basically, it's not confirmed just yet, but this will give us the support that we're looking for the continuation of this asset in the future, okay? Looking at trend lines, let's have a little look and see if we can get sort of a gauge as to a very, very strong level of support for this asset. I mean, straight away, you can see this is going to be a very good point to be looking out for there. And then I probably would be doing another trend line, probably something along the lines of this, okay? Because you can see the support that has been tested along this area multiple times here, okay? You can see very, very, very strong in terms of momentum here. So it's looking pretty good. So I probably would expect it, if we do see any sort of pullback coming through, and we will go into Fibonacci in a second, guys, micro Fibonacci as well, because this is going to be a very, very strong area for a bounce, okay? In terms of the bounces that we have seen from the momentum from testing this support previously, you can see huge, okay? Near enough 100% there, and what we have seen recently is around 35%. So if you're looking for a potential trade here for Casper, you could be looking for a nice, obviously that is 35%. I think it was 35%, did we say that? Yeah, 35%. You're going to be looking for around half of that, around 17.5% there. If we are going to be looking for a move off this asset, or if you want to be even more conservative, cut that in half again, and you're looking for something around 8.5, 8.8, something along the lines of that, right? So yeah, that's sort of what I would say in terms of a nice bounce point for Casper, only if we do see downside here. But let's get deep down and dirty into the charts here and see what we can find here on the shorter term timeframes. I mean, overall, you can see you're closing above major moving averages here on the daily, which is a very bullish sign here for Casper. Let's jump down to the 4 hour and see what we're working with here. And then we're going to go into a potential price prediction for this asset for the longer term, okay, for the macro. So what we're seeing here now, okay, we're seeing quite a nice big spike in the chart to the upside. We're seeing actually potentially breaking levels here, okay, well, near enough. This is going to be the breakout zone that I would be referencing over the next sort of few days or so, guys, because if you can see a nice break to the upside from here around 15.3, want to see candle body closes ideally above, when you've got 15.5 drawn in there as a level of support. Very, very, very strong. But what we're looking for here is those candle body closes. And you can see we do have 2 candle body closes above that zone, and you do actually dump to the downside. So we want to see candle body closes above that, and then using that as a first take profit zone, okay? So let's get that drawn in. Something along the lines of this, okay? That's sort of what I would expect here. If we are looking for an entry point, would be around 15.8, and then a nice little move to the upside for a nice little scalp there of around 3% for Casper, if we are going to see this asset see a nice run to the upside. I mean, overall, guys, we've seen this asset trend really, really, really well and trade really, really well on the channel over the last few weeks or so. So it's definitely something to really be looking out for there. Let's bring up the volume weighted ATR bands and see what we're working with. That is not the volume weighted ATR bands. Let's bring up the volume weighted ATR bands and see where we're at. So you can see the 60-minute volume weighted ATR band is now in a progressive stance to the upside, looking really, really good. We have tested that for resistance, and now we're looking for that move to the upside. So again, this is likely to line up, if we do see momentum to the upside continue here, this is likely to line up around the top side of what we're sort of looking for here for Casper at around 16 cents there. Looking really, really, really good there for a nice little move. But overall, guys, this is a bullish asset, and we are just seeing a bit of a micro pullback coming through. And yeah, that's sort of what I would be saying here for Casper. We could do something along the lines of this if we are looking for a control C, control V situation here. This will be a bull flag scenario. You can see resistance to the top side here. You can see support to the lower side here continuously. Very, very, very nice stuff. Yes, testing it to the lower side, reclaiming inside of that chart pattern, which is very bullish. If you do see a break to the upside, let's do a new measure move here. The new measure move would look something along the lines of this, and that is going to be a very, very strong move to the upside, bringing us up to that 4-hour volume weighted ATR band as well. So you are looking to trade that. It's going to be worth around 17.94% overall, looking pretty good there, okay? So yeah, that's what I would say about Casper. Let's jump to the weekly time frame and see if we can get any sort of price predictions here and looking at momentum, okay? So what I would say straight away is I'm going to do a Control V, Control C, Control V on that. See if we can get any sort of line up here for this this current chart pattern right here. So you can see that we've actually got, let's get rid of that one. we've actually got a symmetrical triangle chart pattern coming. Not symmetrical triangle chart pattern. It's a symmetrical upward sloping parallel channel. Okay, so you can see here, guys, that we have tested this lower side to the lower side of here. The support is very, very strong here. Now, if we do see us climb up here, the next target point for this asset, I would say, is probably going to be around 20 cents there. Probably up at around 20 cents, depending on how long it takes for us to get there, okay? Because obviously we've got the halving coming up as well, so there is going to be swings, there's going to be ranges in this sort of area we need to be looking out for there. But overall, the target to the upside to be looking out for there is probably actually going to be around 21, 22 cents there. Do I think it can get there? Absolutely. Do I think this asset is undervalued? Absolutely. This is it's a very, very bullish asset, some really, really strong fundamentals there as well. Market structure looks good. Chart overall looks amazing. It's got really, really good support from a community standpoint. So yeah, overall, very bullish on Casper. But yeah, that's going to be your update. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Yep, so that's Casper done. Let me know what you guys thought of that. I think yeah, it looks pretty bullish overall. Overall, I think 2022, 21 is a really good target. But yeah, I'll be updating that today. I'll be putting that on YouTube today, so we'll be getting that out. Let's do another one. Let's do what is doing well today. Let's jump to crypto bubbles and let's pick the trending one. See if we can capitalize on as much traffic as possible. Because if you think like the coin that is going up the most, it's getting searched the most, and it's better to do a video on one of those ones, and you basically get a lot more traffic into the channel, and yeah, get a lot more viewers overall. So that's sort of the analogy here. Are you also putting your videos on Twitter? Yeah, I am. I mean, the real way to get a lot of traction here is to do shorts on Instagram, on TikTok, and all of these other platforms. I just don't have time to do that. Like, I really don't have time to be recording all the shorts and stuff. Like, that's why I'm recording on stream to save time here, because I've got just a stupid amount of other projects and stuff that I'm involved with. So my day is like, there's never enough hours in the day for me right now. It's a nightmare. People love meme coins, sadly, but they would likely help your numbers. You're completely correct, man. You are. Every meme coin like video or stream that I do, it gets 10 times better views than anything else. So yeah, I was thinking about doing just going to like Deck Screener and picking some trending meme coins that are going off, and then just doing some videos for that and capitalizing on the new meme traffic for like seriously low cap coins, like 5 mil market cap, stuff like that. I was thinking about doing those. So yeah, I might do it, but again, it's a time thing for me. It would be cool to grow the channel. I think that's going to happen naturally in the bull run. But yeah, again, my time is extremely limited at the moment, so it's a nightmare. But should be a bit freer in a few weeks or so, hopefully. Once we've launched a few projects, got like 4 projects on the go right now with multiple teams and stuff. So yeah, gotta navigate pretty hard. But yeah, let's do near. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at near 12% today. Quite intrigued just to look at that chart in general. Haven't looked at that chart in quite a while. I mean, it's goddamn bullish. It's goddamn bullish. Let's update these. I put these all in for like all the chart, and I just haven't kept up with it. Like these high highs and high lows and stuff. I know it's a lot more visually appealing from a viewer perspective. Oh, we didn't look at Fibonacci for Casper. Damn it, that's annoying. Hey ho, here's what it is. Okay, let's get deep down and dirty into this. I'll program an AI to replace you. It's gonna happen. It will happen. Market structure higher low would be there. It's on a breakout scenario actually. It's looking pretty good. That's gonna be the high there for near. It's the previous all-time high for near on this chart, up around $20. Okay. Bring that back down to there. Yeah, let's start a video on this bad boy. I'm gonna get rid of the Fibonacci. It's quite intrusive on the chart right now. Okay. I'm here today to give you an update on Near Protocol, I do believe. As you can see, the high that we're currently seeing from this current bull market is around $9 here, guys. And you can see that we are seeing a really nice rally up in the price over the last sort of 5 days or so looking really, really bullish. I'm going to be going into this from a technical analysis perspective and also going to be basically breaking down the chart and basically finding a price prediction on how much money you could make by getting in now or getting in at the next dip and holding it for around 6 months to a year or so. So we will get into that very, very, very shortly. But for now, let's get deep down and dirty into the daily chart here. Starting off from a market structure perspective, as you can see, we do have the low from this current trend sat around $2.47. The higher lows coming up to that zone, coming up to the current price right now. As you can see, they are marked on the right hand side: $2.60, $3.1, 33, 506, 565.9. Okay, so right now the most recent higher low in terms of the bullish market structure that we're referencing here is currently priced at around $5.98. This is scary. The reason why this is scary is because basically if we dump down to around these areas, we're still in this bullish trend, guys. It's still in this bullish market, but it basically means there is a potential for a 25%, around 25% retracement from the current live price on the cards. Even if that does happen, guys, if we dump 25%, we're still going to be bullish here. So really, really important to not throw your toys out of the pram if we do dump down 25%. It's basically just a very, very strong buying opportunity. Onto these buying opportunities, the next area for a potential buying zone for near. If we do come down to this area, I would be buying the hell out of this asset because it would basically mean that we're still in this bullish trend, looking really, really good. But what I would expect here, guys, having such momentum to the upside, and we are breaking very, very strong levels here. We are in a very strong breakout scenario right now. So we're going to do some targets for that breakout scenario, and essentially from those targets we can predict pullbacks and areas to really be looking out for there for a potential entry point. Okay, so the next point here you can see is going to be, this is going to be the measure move, guys, going from that top bottom of support in this bull flag and basically dragging that over to the breakout scenario. Okay, so the breakout scenario here is going to basically consist of around 13.89%. You're still inside of that move. You're up around 9.76% since that breakout has happened. So what I would expect is probably a bit more continuation here of around 3.7%, considering the volume weighted ATR band is now in a very, very strong progressive stance. You can see all the MAs are pointing in your direction as well for support. Look at the most recent test on the 7 SMA just here. Very, very, very strong momentum to the upside there for near. So I would expect continuation here, looking pretty good. And up to around the 4-hour volume weighted ATR band is going to be the resistance point to be looking out for there. Now, previously you have tested this 4-hour volume weighted ATR band and you have seen quite strong rejection here. Multiple times. So that's definitely something to really be looking out for there. Even if you do smash on over it, you will always pull back to it. Okay, so just referencing a potential buy area for near right now, it will be a pullback potentially from the 4-hour. And if that 4-hour is going to be lining up with $8.46, you can see the resistance that we have seen at $8.46 previously. It's basically a bloodbath from this zone. Okay, so just be aware for that, because you're basically creeping up. Okay, if you creep up over the next sort of 8 to 12 hours or so and you see a nice 3% move for near, very possible, may I add, it's very likely you're going to see heavy resistance coming through from there. The resistance point that we could be looking for buy zones, if we are going to see this asset retrace from this zone, it probably is going to be, just to be safe, near enough sort of near enough where we are now. Okay, so you can see the last time that we did see resistance from this area, very, very heavy. Support is very, very strong in this zone, and you can see we did actually break that level of support previously when we did dump. Okay, but in terms of a DCA micro strategy here for this asset, and we will go into a price prediction for this on how much you could basically make if you were to get in at these levels up to all-time highs over the next 6 to 12 months, coming very, very shortly. But the area that I would be looking for here is going to be a bounce point from this zone after seeing us tap this area. Okay, so that will be a retracement of around 10%. Okay, so maybe that's going to be timed with a BTC pump, a BTC dump, or it's just going to be just a general rejection overall. Okay, now if you do break highs, it's absolutely fine, guys. It's still bullish. It's still really, really, really nice. I would expect reversals coming through after breaking these highs, okay? Because you can't break highs without having significant pullbacks. For example, you come up, you break a high, you pull back. You come up, you break a high, you pull back. You come up, you even break a high, you pull back even more aggressively. And this is why we're looking at the momentum for breaking these highs, because you can see we're breaking these highs, we're pulling back, we're pulling back. The momentum is getting stronger. And then here you can see the momentum's actually got significantly weaker when we break that high. And that's a sign that we're due reversal, okay? So what we're sort of looking for here is how strong the momentum is going to be when we do break this high, if that is going to happen, okay? And it's very likely that we do pull back before that. So just take that into consideration. Now, if you are going to be buying near at this level, it's around $8. Let's jump to all-time highs for near, and let's look at how much, how many X's you can make if you were to buy it at this level. So currently, all-time highs that I can see on this chart for Bybit is currently up around $20, okay? So if you are going to be getting in now, $16 is going to be your 2X, and maths. And $24 is going to be your 3X, okay? So this will be a 3X on your investment, and we know what happens pretty much every bull market, guys. You're likely to see all-time highs get broken, especially for an asset like NEAR with such strong fundamentals behind it and such a strong chart as well, guys. So yeah, I would expect all-time highs to get broken here. But if you are to invest here, you would be looking for around a 3x on your investment, up to around $24. If you were just looking at previous all-time highs, probably looking at around a 2.6x, something along the lines of that. So still a considerable amount of money. And when I say 3x, guys, that's 300%. Okay, that's 300% on your investment. So if you put in $1,000, you're going to be making $3,000. Put in $10,000, you're going to be making $30,000, right? So it's a substantial amount of money. And in my opinion, coming into this market over the next 6 to 12 months here, this is one of my stronger investments here. I do see NEAR doing very, very well. So that's just something for you to take a little 2 cents on. But yeah, that's going to be it from me in terms of the video. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Yep, that's going to be near done, guys. Now we're going to be moving on to another coin. So do you guys want to... Oh, Bitcoin is moving? Okay, let's have a little look at that. Bitcoin banged it to 71.5. Damn, nice. Nice stuff. Currently seeing a test of the 5-minute volume weighted ATR. I'm still in a progressionary stance to the upside, so I would see... I would expect another move to the upside here. Also, no one outside of the UK knows what Pram is. I know because I've consumed a lot of UK media. Pram. I think I know what Pram is. Pram. Not sure, man. Not sure. Maybe explain it and I'll see. Yeah, I hate UK media. I'm not really a fan of the media. Like, I'm an analyst, right? I just pick apart the media. Like, that's wrong. That's a lie. It's very frustrating, and I find it very negative. Very negative impact as well. I'm just looking at all the negative things all the time. It's not great. So yeah, try and avoid all that. You said throwing the baby out the pram earlier. Ah, right. I'm with you. Yeah. So what do you guys call it in America? Like a baby trolley? Don't know. A carrier, baby carrier, maybe. Not sure, but yeah, that's what we call it. Like a pram. The baby's pram, right? Stroller. Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, would not have guessed that. Now you're saying it, I've obviously heard it in TV shows and stuff like that, but yeah, I would not have come to mind. But yeah, Bitcoin doing well. Let's do another video for altcoins and see what else we can pick here. I said I'd do Bitcoin Cash, so let's do a bit of Bitcoin Cash because I think that's going to be lagging as well. That is there. Bitcoin Cash. Nice bit of data on there to be looking out for there. Here, Optimist is stopping by. Nice to see you on this stream there, my good sir. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Get with that old TA. We're just recording some altcoin videos, right? Because we're trying to get a bit more exposure to the channel, and we know that's where all the traffic is. So we're recording some altcoin videos on stream, and we're going to be putting them out on the channel. And yeah, see if we can capitalize on some new members in the CC gang coming through, which should be cool. No bull flag really there. A little bit of support coming through. A bit of an overlap there. So yeah, we'll keep that in for now. But let's get our market structure drawn in. Yeah, so that's the high, that's the low. This is the micro trend. Everything going up. Yeah, looking pretty good, man. Looking pretty good. Bitcoin's at 71,200 now. As I said, targeting 72,000, guys. That's going to be the point. 72.2 is a very strong area for resistance. If we can find support on 72.2, I would expect all-time highs after that. One thing about streaming, my tea goes cold super fast. I think it's because I sit in like an aircon room as well. Because it's like, what, 34 degrees outside, so it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot, man. So yeah, if I have the aircon off, it's like, and I'm talking at this pace and like trying to explain myself, it's just, I just kind of overheat. Just be dripping in sweat, so everything gets freezing cold in here. But yes, let's carry on with this. I want to just plan this video nicely from, like, I tried to cover market structure first, as I said previously, and that's not actually confirmed just yet, so that's all good. We're going to see big resistance at this area here, guys, for Bitcoin Cash, but still, it's going to be a nice move up. Probably around 6.66% there. Interesting stuff. Fun fact, Life of Brian was banned in Norway when it got out on cinema. Oh, okay, interesting. Not seen it. So Audio Comedian was awesome. Doctor Who, Monty Python. Oh yeah, Monty Python, Harry Potter. Just to name a few of the greats. Yeah. Yeah. When you say media, I thought you meant like news outlets, not actual like media, right? Just me being dumb. Yeah, let's pick apart Bitcoin Cash together and see if we can find a potential position for this. And guys, I'm kind of like structuring the stream now as like 3 altcoin updates a day, where we can really dissect it, jump on into it, and then we're going to be doing market cycle, right? So we're still going to be capitalizing on the traffic to bring new people to the channel, to boost the community with all of us, and also still going to be covering some really, really nice trades as well. What's Bitcoin saying? Bitcoin is at 71,147, looking pretty good. You can see we finally found that support on the 0.76 Fibonacci retracement, and we actually broke the high on the last level of support, so it is a very bullish sign to be seeing that. Volume weighted CR bands, they're all sort of pointing to the moon here. It's looking really, really, really strong there. So yeah, really, really good stuff overall for Bitcoin, expecting 72,000 to be hit momentarily. Momentarily. But yeah, let's do another altcoin update here for Bitcoin Cash. I'm here today to give you an update on Bitcoin Cash, guys. We're looking at Bitcoin Cash currently at around $494. To start off with, we're going to be looking at market structure, and then we're going to basically be breaking down certain buy areas for this asset to see where you can potentially be getting into this, and then what sort of gains you could be making if you're going to be holding this over the next 6 to 12 months or so. So just starting off with market structure here for Bitcoin Cash, you can see here all of these disgusting yellow lines that are really, really hard to read. They're basically all the higher lows that we have seen so far in terms of the market structure, guys. Now you can see the most recent one that we have seen is down at around $255 here for this asset, which is considerably lower than what it is now. Okay, considerably lower, and this is a problem. Okay, this is a big problem because this is actually really it's just disgustingly low. It's like a 50% correction here for this asset. If we are to dump down to $260, guys, it's still in a bullish trend. It's still in a bullish trend, believe it or not. It still is. What we're sort of looking for here is the confirmation of this most recent higher low to be confirmed. The only way that this can be confirmed is if we break this high. Do I think we're going to break this high? Abso-goddamn-lutely, I do think we will, and then this area will be confirmed as the next higher low. Currently, still not confirmed, but with this momentum that we are seeing currently trickling up here, I do expect us to break this high and confirm this higher low. So that will basically put us in a stance still pretty bad. Okay, still pretty bad, of around 34% correction, and we still would be in a bullish market here, or a bullish macro trend. So what I sort of would expect here is to break this high, coming up to around here, 529, break the high, and then see a nice pullback, guys. A nice pullback of around 5 to 10%, and then coming up and breaking that high again. If we can do that, then we're basically going to be setting a new higher low level for Bitcoin Cash around $530 there. I'm just basing off the previous high that we do have for this asset. Okay, that is the best sort of case scenario right now, because we don't want to leave this field open. Okay, we don't want to leave the field open. It's really, really quite bad to have this this amount of space between moves, and it basically leaves us very vulnerable inside that trend. So please, if you are holding this and we do dump down even 10-20% there, just be aware. It's still a bullish trend, guys. It's still a bullish trend, still a bullish market here. So yeah, just wanted to cover that very, very shortly there. But yeah, key areas to be looking out for there is going to be this high for this asset, currently priced at around $529. If we are going to see a move to the upside, which I do think is very, very likely, to that area, it's going to be around 7.35%. And over the last sort of couple of days or so, we have seen Bitcoin Cash lagging to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has been sort of exploding to the upside. So one thing that I would say here, guys, is we are due a nice move to the upside here for Bitcoin Cash. So please be aware for that. And you can see again another bullish sign here. We've got volume weighted ATR bands here on the 4-hour and the 60-minute. In this progressionary stance to the upside as well. When this usually happens, you can see we trend sort of alongside them until we sort of see the initial rejection coming through. So you can see this is a very, very strong move to the upside. We did have a bull flag scenario coming through from here, and we saw that measure move get completed there. Really, really, really nice. But for now, what I want to be doing is I want to be drawing in some fresh TA. Okay, I want to be drawing in some fresh TA and see what we're sort of working with. So I'm going to be just drawing in wicks from this area. Trend lines from this wicks, trend lines from there, and you can see that is actually plotting in a symmetrical triangle chart pattern, guys. Symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the top of an uptrend transforms into a bullish pennant chart pattern, and that essentially means that we're due more upside. Okay, we're due more upside. The measure move to the upside is going to consist of this much here, and that will be bringing the price of Bitcoin Cash up to around 516. So I would expect probably a little micro pullback at the completion of this measure move, probably again grinding on these volume weighted ATR bands. Okay, in terms of MAs here, guys, let's look at MAs here, because very, very interesting stuff, because you've got the 7 SMA and the 21 EMA that we have cleared with confidence to the upside. So if you do see a pullback at all, the area that I'm looking for here for a potential bounce is going to be 469. Love the number, love to see it. And a bounce from that is very, very highly likely. Okay, so let's look back in history quickly. When we break the 7 SMA, you can see the tests on that 7 SMA are really, really quite strong to the upside. We break it, the tests, they're quite strong. Okay, so yeah, definitely a point to be looking out for there for a potential trade for this asset. If you're looking to buy this asset, it's still undervalued. Okay, it's still undervalued. Let's look at all-time highs that we've got here on the Bybit chart. Let's jump to the weekly. All-time highs for Bitcoin Cash is actually all the way up at around $1,641. Okay, so if you are looking for a potential move to the upside for that, and how much profit you could be making just buying the asset now and holding it over the next 6 to 12 months, you're probably looking at quite a strong portfolio boost. Okay, so if we're going to be doing like 100%, okay, that's going to be your 2x, guys, and then you're going to be doing bear with me, we're going to be doing 200%. That's going to be your 3x on your investment, and then you're going to be looking at around 300 and you're good at 3x. Okay, near enough to 3.3x for your investment at all-time highs that we've got on this chart here for Bitcoin Cash. Now, we all know bull markets, guys. We all know every time that we run up considerably like so, it's very high chance that we break previous all-time highs. Okay, so if we are going to be breaking previous all-time highs, how high can this asset go is the real question. Okay, I'm not going to speculate as to we could be going up to $3,000 a coin. I'm not going to be going into that. What I'm going to be going into, guys, and just being real here, is testing previous all-time highs from investing at this level right now. I think it's very, very plausible over the next 6 to 12 months. It's a very, very easy, simple investment. You can buy it, you can hold it. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. Go do your own research, all that good stuff. But Bitcoin Cash is probably looking at 3.3x to the upside from just buying it at this point. If you wait for another pullback, maybe looking at around a 4x. Okay, so yeah, just be cautious. But yeah, just wanted to reiterate on this, guys. Very, very strong areas to be looking out for there for the future here for your future investment for Bitcoin Cash. Very, very, very bullish. Now, on the micro time frame, just quickly, guys, don't want to keep you too long in this video. I would say that we are looking really, really strong here from the micro standpoint. You can see this low, you can see this higher low, you can see we're breaking highs here, another higher low here, breaking highs again, confirming this higher low, pullback, higher low, breaking highs, strong stuff. What I would say is momentum is slowing, okay, because you can see very, very strong, pullback, really strong, pullback, not as strong, pullback, not as strong again, still breaking highs though. And then now we're looking for another move, okay? Now this is probably what I would expect here. Now we are seeing, that's the wrong thing. Now we are seeing momentum sort of dying down in this micro uptrend. I probably would expect just to sort of trickle up, okay? I probably would expect just to sort of trickle up, and then we could be looking for a pullback, okay? The pullback and the short position that we could be capitalizing on here for Bitcoin Cash would potentially, I mean, it is looking pretty strong from that zone, but I would sort of be doing this instead, right? We want to be getting as many touches as possible, and you can see clearly there is a level here, support, 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 okay? So we're currently testing that right now, so I would expect upside from this test, and if we don't get upside, guys, we're likely to see rejection, okay? The rejection, the short-term rejection, may I add, is going to be probably something along the lines of this, okay? Very, very small, but still market correction nonetheless, and it's going to be a move of around 4% to the downside, okay? Will consist of a 55 EMA test here on the hourly, which is a very strong level of support after you're seeing yourself trending up quite nicely here. You can see nice big uptrend here, testing that 55, you bounce quite aggressively on that. So yeah, just be aware for that if you are looking to short this asset, guys. But yeah, rising wedge tends to usually break to the downside. I probably wouldn't be going for the full move. I probably would just be bouncing off the 55 just to be safe, and that's worth around 2% there. But yeah, that's going to be your Bitcoin Cash update for the day. But for now, it'll be peace out from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Yeah, it's not the end of the stream, guys. I'm recording some altcoin videos while I'm on the stream, right? So yeah, don't think that I'm going anywhere. But yeah, that's three altcoins done, guys. Pretty good stuff. I'm going to be doing that every day now, breaking them down, doing videos on them to increase some traffic to the channel. And now we're going to be going over to Market Cypher to see if we can find any sort of Market Cypher trades here for the day. There's a spider in my room then. Gotta be cautious over here in Thailand. Some big boys. Yeah, so let's do some Market Cypher. Could you look at Arbitrum? Arbitrum. Is that Arb? Arb? I'm pretty sure it is. There she is, listed on Coinbase. I mean, I would just like to say, actually, Market Cypher is looking good for Arbitrum. I would just like to say about Coinbase, I kind of turned my nose up at it. Probably, when was this? Maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Like, I used it and I was like, they were charging like 2% fees or something like that. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy when I saw this. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm done. I'm not, some of you might remember, I hated Coinbase. I was like, I'm not using Coinbase. The fees are ridiculous. Now I downloaded Coinbase a couple of days back. I'm pretty impressed, man. They got their own Web3 wallet now and everything. It's quite good. They've lowered down all their fees, and it's really, really good for retail getting into crypto, especially from the UK as well, because we know there's so many restrictions and stuff like that. Yeah, you've got a KYC and all that stuff, but it's a really friendly platform now. I know the US love it as well, but I just like to say, like, I turn my nose up at it, and I've been proved wrong now, because it's a pretty friendly platform to be using as well. Especially for countries that do have those restrictions, right? They make you do little crypto tests and all that stuff, but pretty good. I think it's quite good having people do that as well, because not having people that don't know how to invest or don't know the risks of investing in crypto, giving them the chance to learn, and because they provide all the documents to learn and all that stuff. And if you don't pass the test, you're not allowed to trade, which is absolutely fine, because we see how many people get wrecked, right? Coinbase Pro is a more advanced version for real traders. Yeah, I saw Coinbase Pro as well. I went on it very quickly. Like, I haven't really dived that deep into it, but I saw it. I was like, oh, let's have a look. I think it's Coinbase Advanced or something like that. But yeah, I looked into it and I was like, this is good. Like, I like this platform just for like a yes, trading, but like walking around and checking your balances and stuff like that. For me, it's going to be more of a hodl if I'm going to be using Coinbase, but I'm going to be checking it out a bit more. But yeah, so far, pretty happy with it, right? I tested Coinbase 3 years ago. It was pretty bad. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, me too. Hello, Jess. There's a huge AI project called Chirply. They signed a partnership with NVIDIA and Google. I make a video about the community, can share it and push it for you. Sounds pretty good. It's a done deal. No, I'm sure we can work something out. Drop me a message on Telegram, because I'm always looking for new projects as well. And if I can present the project to, well, Bitcoin is dumping. Ooh, look at that. Filthy. Disgusting downside for Bitcoin. It's all over. We're going to zero. We're going to zero. Bye, guys. No, it's likely to bounce, I'd say. But this is aggressive. It is aggressive on the Fibonacci retracement, guys. So definitely interesting stuff. Maybe just some big orders got filled up in these areas. But yes, where are we? We're in Market Cipher and we're looking at ARB, okay? Let's have a little look. Okay. If BTC is pumping like crazy or dumping, you can't buy it because Coinbase is overloaded. Okay, that's very negative. That is very negative, because they're like the best times. When Bitcoin's like dumping off a cliff and we're in a bull market, like buy. Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Okay, interesting. Can I analyze Chirp chart, a huge AI project? Yeah, let me do ARB and then we'll yeah, it's going to zero in my opinion, going in 100x short. Big cojones on you. Yeah, let's do ARB, but I'm not gonna do it on Market Cipher. I'm gonna do it on my main chart. Right. We'll do the daily to start off with. You see we've got highs at around 240, looking pretty good. Market structure wise, this is quite a new chart. This is, I don't like this. I hate to say it, I don't like this, because this is breaking. Actually, it's not. It's not. Scratch that. Oh no, it is. It is. It is. Right. Let's try again. Let's try again. Right, we've got our low plotted in here that we can see here on the chart. Yeah, that's going to be the low. We're going to have our first higher low around this area here. Our second higher low is going to be on the pullback, and then confirmed by this break. Is that a break? Yep, you can see a break. So then we're going to actually have another higher low inside here. So it basically means this area is going to be a very strong level of support. Now you can see breaking highs, pullback. Breaking highs, pullback. And this is the area that I'm slightly more concerned about, okay? You can see we have confirmed this high low from breaking this high here. Very, very strong stuff. And you can see from there, support, very strong support. Not that strong, okay? I mean, it's looking pretty good for a buy. Won't lie, it's looking pretty good for a buy. You can see we're playing in the range. We're in a symmetrical triangle. I keep saying symmetrical triangle chart pattern. It's not. It's a symmetrical parallel. It's a parallel channel. Terminology. Parallel channel. This is the support level. This is the support level. These are the support levels. Unfortunately, we are testing this continuously, which could mean, unfortunately, a break to the downside. If that is going to happen, the next higher low would be, in terms of a reference point, 1.24. I'm inclined to bring out the Fibonacci retracement here, Fibonacci in general, just because, yes, as I expected, the 0.5 is that central point. Okay, so this is the point where the confirmation of the reversal of the trend is. So if you start seeing candle body closes below this area, and the area that I'm talking about is the 200 EMA, it is the Fibonacci confirmation zone. It is the most recent higher low for this uptrend. So basically, if you start seeing candle body closes below this, it's sort of the confirmation that you're going to see reversal here on the daily chart. Just be aware of that. Very, very interesting point if you are looking for a potential short position here. Short position there is one to be looking out for there, 154, probably only down to 144, but still nice little short position. If you do get that daily candle body close, definitely something to really be looking out for there, and it will be worth around 7.32% if you do dump down. Now, you are finding support here. It is looking pretty strong, okay? You did dump down very aggressively, okay? Not really good, and you didn't break the high, okay? So yeah, overall it's not looking that strong, but probably what I would expect here. I mean, it has been going on for too long, in my opinion. Like I'd like to see a nice parabolic move to the upside and a pullback, but you're just not really seeing the momentum that you saw previously. So do I think you're going to be dumping down here? Probably not. Okay, probably not. But what I would like to see here is the reclamation. Reclamation? Should be a word if it's not one. Basically reclaiming this 0.382 area and the 55 and the 21. If you can get candle body closes above that zone around 187, I would expect nice moves up to around 0.236 Fibonacci retracement, and that will be a price of around Let's do $2. It'll be a price of around $2 there. In terms of chart patterns, what can we be looking at here? That's going to be the trend line for the break. And unfortunately, you can see that's going to be the move that we have seen there, which is, in fact, good news. The reason why it's good news, it is a bullish pennant chart pattern. They usually break to the upside. Unfortunately, you didn't break to the upside. You broke to the downside. But what you have seen here is this juicy measure move get completed all the way. That would have been such a nice trade, man. Such a nice trade down to that area. And you can see really strong stuff there. Once the measure move has been completed, usually see a reversal in the price. You're bouncing off a very strong level of support here. You're just sort of tinkering around it because Bitcoin hasn't really had the solid direction that we have been expecting over the last couple of weeks or so. So yeah, Bitcoin, little update on that. Did we just see the hour candle close? Yes, we did. An aggressive dump down towards the end of that. That candle there, 15 minutes. That was a 30-minute dump there. Pretty crazy. Looking for a bounce here. But yeah, ARB not looking too shabby overall. Going to be moving to the market cipher here. And overall money flow for ARB is bullish. It is very strong here. It's looking really strong. Momentum to the upside as well. Looking very strong here on the hourly. You are seeing stochastic crossover, and you are seeing a potential entry on a sub anchor for the market cipher here. So that would indicate downside. Okay, it would indicate short-term downside. So just be prepared for that. In terms of catch points, if you are looking and you are trading this currently, then I would be looking for around maybe 1.2% to the downside. You've got the VWAP as well. You're still in this uptrend, and these moving averages are quite far apart, so to actually break through and test all of these is pretty hard. So in terms of a confluence for a short position, not that great. But overall, it's probably due a nice little pullback here. Maybe you just get a nicer wick here. Yeah, let's move on to... I just want to fire through my market cipher trade list here, guys, because... Oh, dropping everything. Because I want to just get those trades ready for today, and if we can see anything marked on the list. Sell orders coming through for ADA. Not good. Ape, no. We're looking for money flow here. Strong money flow. You can see really strong money flow. And momentum is too high there for APT. ARB. Oh, that's on there as well. Atom, no. The itchy throat. Axie, no. I mean, wouldn't have been too bad. There's too many sub anchors. Like you want a clean setup. You want like one main anchor and then one sub anchor, and then this would be your short position with your stochastic crossover. Again, haven't seen the chart here. You can see we do get those the VWAP there as well, and the whale signal. So yeah, that would be a very clean trade there for the market cipher there. Just want to fire through. And yeah, guys, this is the slightly boring part of the show. This is more for me, not for you. I'll do it while I'm here, basically. And me and a friend of mine are working on a brand new setup for all these indicators into one. Not exactly like the market cipher. We're throwing in many more confluences to build a really strong strategy. And then I'm going to basically be presenting it to you guys over the next few weeks or so. Because this strategy that we've got here is pretty good. Like from what I've found, I think I've executed maybe 15 trades on it and only lost one trade. So 2 trades, but one of them was my fault, as you do. Got in too early, got a bit keen, jumped in, but it is what it is. Happens to the best of us. But yeah, overall, we will be I'll be showcasing this to you guys over the next few weeks or so, which I'm very excited about. It's finding a really strong strategy like that works. It's very bullish, very bullish. Now, this maker is looking good. Okay, and the reason why it's looking good is because you got that smooth money flow. It's not choppy. It's not like this. It's smooth. And We've got the main anchors here, very, very strong main anchors, and we've still got that money flow looking really, really strong here. So what's likely to happen is money flow is going to come down a little bit here, and then what we're going to see is a nice sub-anchor form, okay? When this sub-anchor forms, we're going to be looking for all the other confluences on this indicator, and to get this new indicator for free because we're such awesome subscribers. Yeah, potentially. I've got to talk to my guy about it, but yeah, I'll be giving it to the OGs, or just run daily competitions on it or something like that, right? But yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, man. But yeah, so I'm going to be looking for the sub anchor on this asset, and yeah, looking pretty good overall for Maker. Problem that would be worrying me is the stochastic is pretty low right now. I'd like this really, really high. The higher the better if we are looking for a short position on this asset. So yeah, bit of time to be waiting for this trade, but overall it is looking the best that we have seen so far for a position that is setting up. Let's look at Neo, bit of Matrix overextended, OP overextended, Sand overextended, Solana. Ooh baby, Solana, Solana, Solana. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We've got smooth money flow. Okay, smooth money flow. We've got main anchor. We've got a very strong pullback here in terms of momentum. And now we've got sub anchor. This is where it gets a bit choppy, which we haven't sort of tested yet. Is this a main anchor or a sub anchor? Because we have tapped that line. It's kind of up for debate right now because it's still very, very, very low. And it basically means this is a potential entry point. Now we're basically going to look at just Siri trying to talk to me again. Every stream, man. Every stream. We've just had a stochastic crossover on the upside of Solana as well. So that is a very bearish sign to see that coming through. So these confluences are lining up. Let's have a little look at what else we have. We haven't had the VWAP yet. And we have had a little bearish signal there. A little tiny bearish signal there. But nothing too crazy, okay? So, and you can also see moving averages here. They are pretty far apart, okay? So maybe a nice clean trade here over the next hour. It'd be an hour entry if we're going to be getting in. It's going to be in an hour's time or 50 minutes time, and that is going to be probably worth around 1% if you want to be safe. Just testing 3 MAs there, okay? So definitely one to really be looking out for there for the next sort of hour or so. I'm going to be looking at that very shortly. Let's move on to what's next. Put that on the watch list. Nope, I don't like it. I don't like it. Uniswap, no, not good. VET, no, not good. XRP, no. YFI, no. And that's it for the watch list. So the watch list today, in terms of the market cipher trades on the hourly, we're looking at Maker and we're looking at Solana. Okay, interesting stuff. Now Solana is going to be interesting to see how this reacts here. If we don't see initial dumps off the bat, then I won't be getting in. But if we do, I'm going to be jumping straight into that short position for Solana on Fairdesk as well, guys. We got wrecked on Fairdesk. Really annoying. I was under the impression I could add to my position. Turns out you can't add to your position on Copy Trader. Absolute joke. So yeah, had to basically take the hit on that one and lost about $500. Great day yesterday, but is what it is. And also got caught in a FTM short as well, which I was planning to add to my position as well because it is due a nice pullback. And yeah, can't add to your position. So actually looked at it this morning. I was like, well, it goes against all my trading strategy that I was going to do for that asset. So it goes against my trade. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to take the hit. And I closed it and lost $180 as well. So yeah, had a pretty rough couple days trading on Fairdesk. So yeah, not great. But we're going to claw it back, guys. We're doing a challenge to 100 grand. And again, still learning the platform. And I will be doing some copy trading on BingX very soon. I do plan on doing that. Just want to sort of get back into the swing of things on Fairdesk first. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I will be back. Oh no, I did say I'd do this AI coin for my guy. Inspiration Land. What a name. Inspiration Land. Let's have a little look, see if we can bring up a chart on that. Chirply. CHRP. So it's a new coin listed on Mexi. or it's not a new coin listed on Mexi. It's a coin that hasn't got the budget or the volume to list on other exchanges. That's what I would say about that. Overall, looking pretty bullish though. Pretty strong stuff. So just overall, yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. All-time highs, pretty much getting tapped continuously here. Is an AI coin. Don't know what the MC of this is, but overall trend is looking good. Market structure. Let's break that down quickly here on the daily. We're just going to be banging this as our low. It's going to be the higher low. Didn't quite break the high, so that would be higher low instead. Did we break that high? No, we did not. Broke that high from here. Yeah, that's bearish. Okay, that's not great. Okay, so you actually don't have a confirmed higher low point up until this area here. So this is scary because the asset can fall 57% and still actually be in a bullish stance. Okay, so that's definitely something to take into consideration. This chart pattern you're in, it is an upward sloping parallel channel, guys. Not the best in the world. You can see resistance here and a bit of resistance here. There's no real sort of like continuous tests along this area. So not the nicest chart pattern in the world. So not really going to be using that much that to our advantage there. But areas to really be looking out for there will be support from the 21 EMA on the daily at around 2 cents. If you lose these zones, guys, please expect downside. And this is why I did want to cover this upward sloping parallel channel. They tend to usually break to the downside. If you are going to break, you can see it lines up pretty solidly with the most recent higher low market structure point. Let's grab a bit of Fibonacci and see where, if we can find any more confluences with that. Yeah, so you're just actually testing a Fibonacci level on the 0.236 there. So that's going to be a level of support. I probably would expect to bounce again off the 7 SMA if this does start to trickle up over the next sort of day or so. Overall, I would say this asset is looking pretty bullish. I don't know anything about the fundamentals of this, guys, but what I would say is the chart does look really good there. That's for you. Inspirational Land 2020. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. I will be back tomorrow, a couple of hours before today, like in terms of when I started today, but I will be back tomorrow. Trade safe out there. Trades to watch over on Fairdesk will be Solana and Maker. If you guys want to copy them, you're more than welcome to go and do that. All good stuff. Link is in the description. And just before I go, this stream is sponsored by BingX Exchange. They've got an amazing exchange, guys. Go check them out. I've done a video on them breaking down their exchange and all the really bullish things that they do have. And I will be copy trading on there very soon. And what else is there? There's also some promotions for BingX that are specifically for you guys. Specifically for you guys. We have ever pointed at the camera like that, but yeah, they're specifically for you guys there. And I think there might be 7 days left to claim them. And they're just like, you deposit, you trade, and you basically get like hundreds of dollars in vouchers to trade with, and then you trade the voucher, and then you make any money you make on the voucher. Yeah, pretty good stuff. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Are we sure English is his native language? I'll be back in a couple of hours before today. Yeah, sometimes, man, it just goes, I just can't talk properly. But yeah, is what it is. But yeah, let's take a he said take a beat downtown then. What I'm talking about. Give it to people who interact with people who look at the chart. They can show it and get people to ask what it is and how they can get it. Yeah, that's a good little marketing idea there, Mr. Miles. Nice job there, bro. But yeah, anyway, peace, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you in the Telegram. Have a good day.